thought that makes him feel, quote, mildly nauseous. Car auction horror. A vehicle burst through a wall after hitting and killing several people inside a packed auction building. Flash flood warnings. More severe weather slams the South. The Midwest also on alert. Tonight, millions under threat. Policing Facebook. After shockingly violent videos were posted on the social media giant, the new plan to keep them out of your feed. Vital vitamin. Millions take it, but is there really any benefit to vitamin D? What experts now reveal. And Bright Idea, a winning strategy helping kids shine at sports. Nightly News begins right now.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening. For the first time, the head of the FBI, James Comey, has publicly explained why he delivered that October surprise just days before the presidential election, that the FBI was reopening the Clinton email investigation. Comey told a Senate hearing today that while he was sickened by the possibility he might have swayed the election, he stands by his decision. And he revealed never-before-heard details of what was discovered during that second round of the Clinton investigation. Our Justice correspondent Pete Williams has more.
A public and passionate defense from the FBI director for his decision to disclose less than 2 weeks before the election that the FBI discovered potentially important Clinton emails. He said he faced two painful options.
So I stared at speak and conceal. Speak would be really bad. There's an election in 11 days. Lordy, that would be really bad. Concealing, in my view, would be catastrophic. Not just to the FBI, but well beyond.
Just yesterday, Hillary Clinton said the disclosure was a big factor in her defeat. In response to that, President Trump tweeted that Comey gave her a free pass for many bad deeds. But Comey said he has no second thoughts.
This was terrible. It makes me mildly nauseous to think that we might have had some impact on the election. But honestly, it wouldn't change the decision.
He said the last-minute discovery was 40,000 emails sent by Clinton aide Huma Abedin to a laptop belonging to her husband, Anthony Weiner, so they could be printed. 12 turned out to be classified.
Why did you conclude neither of them committed a crime?
Because with respect to Ms. Abedin in particular, we didn't have any indication that she had a sense that what she was doing was in violation of the law. Couldn't prove any sort of criminal intent.
He said he did not reveal that the FBI was looking into the Trump campaign during the election because it doesn't make its investigations public. But he said the Clinton email case had already been disclosed by the Justice Department after the intelligence community raised red flags. And he strongly hinted that the U.S. is moving ahead with criminal charges against WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, saying its massive dumps of classified documents make it more like a hostile intelligence service than a news organization with First Amendment protections.
It crosses a line when it moves from being about trying to educate a public and instead just becomes about intelligence porn, frankly, just pushing out information about sources and methods.
Arresting Assange would be tough. He's holed up in Ecuador's embassy in London. Comey said virtually nothing about the investigation of whether any Trump campaign aides were helping Russia influence the election. But he said Russia hasn't stopped its hacking, and he called it the greatest threat to American democracy of any nation on earth. Lester?
Pete Williams in Washington. Thank you. Turning now to the horror today at a car auction near Boston. As hundreds of bidders gathered inside the auction building hoping to get a deal, one of the vehicles suddenly accelerated into the crowd, killing 3 people and injuring several others. NBC's Stephanie Gosk has witness accounts of the chaos inside.
Bystanders captured the horrific aftermath on their phones.
Oh my gosh!
The injured lying on the ground right next to the mangled Jeep that hit them.
We have multiple injuries! Multiple injuries!
The Jeep plowed through a crowd of people.
Come on, back up, back up!
Traveling so fast it rammed straight through a wall, killing 3 at the scene.
All of a sudden, just gave it gas, don't know what happened, flew by me, and instead of hitting the cars in front of him, just went through the lane of people.
It happened inside a Massachusetts auto auction, packed with a crowd of hundreds. An employee in his 70s was driving the SUV when it suddenly accelerated.
It traveled through the inside of the building at a very high rate of speed, striking numerous people.
The more than decade-old car was one of dozens being auctioned off at Linway Auto. Among those killed, 36-year-old Lisandra Aponte, a mother of 3. who had just come back to work after vacation.
It's like that, friends over, family over. She loved the family. She was a family woman.
Tonight, investigators say they still don't know what caused that SUV to swerve out of control. 8 people were hospitalized. The driver was uninjured. Lester?
All right, Stephanie Goss, thank you. There is a new severe weather threat in the South and Midwest, right on the heels of powerful storms that have already brought deadly flooding to both regions in recent days. Tonight, several new flash flood warnings and watches are in effect. NBC's Ron Motti is in the storm zone tonight.
Tonight, parts of southern Missouri seeing towns entirely underwater.
Wow, this is my bank.
Another round of storms bringing more heavy rain to the flood-soaked region.
The road's gone.
Mel Stout and his wife Diane have camped out since Monday, forced from their nearby home by threatening floodwaters, which have claimed at least 5 lives.
It just, you want to cry.
These before and after pictures show the extent of the record flooding in Missouri. Soggy weather has wreaked havoc elsewhere, too. In Pocahontas, Arkansas, a levee break early this morning, leading to a flash flood emergency. This town of 6,400 told to seek higher ground.
Oh my God, oh my God.
And southern Louisiana pounded by heavy rain today and dangerous hail. More severe weather expected overnight.
More heavy rain will move through the Midwest tonight with a line of severe storms along the Gulf Coast. We could see widespread 3 to 4 inches of rain with isolated higher amounts up near St. Louis and down near New Orleans.
Back in Missouri, residents like the Stouts are eager to return home.
It's bad. I'd like to go home.
Even as uncertainty reigns about what awaits.
To give you a better sense of just how far and wide the water has spread here, the Merrimack River is well on the other side of this Interstate 44 overpass. The road that goes underneath is Route 141. It is a major thoroughfare in and of itself. It is clearly closed tonight and should be for the foreseeable future, Lester.
All right, Ron Mott in Missouri this evening. Thank you, Ron. Now to the latest case raising questions about the use of police force in this country. An officer in Texas has been fired after he shot at a car full of high schoolers and killed a 15-year-old boy. Initially, police said the car was aggressively backing towards the officer, but later the story changed. NBC's Kerry Sanders has details.
This is a video of 15-year-old Jordan Edwards playing basketball with his father. But today, his parents are mourning and demanding the officer who shot the teenager be charged with murder.
I love you, big bro.
Edwards High School football locker now a memorial following his death last Saturday night. The Balk Springs police say the freshman honor student was shot and killed by Officer Roy Oliver when he responded to a noisy party with suspicion of underage drinking.
There was an unknown altercation with the vehicle.
Initially, the police chief said Oliver fired his weapon when the car Jordan was in was backing down the street towards the officers in an aggressive manner.
Let's say thank God for body cam footage, because without that, it will be a question of one person's words versus another.
The chief then came forward to say the police body cam footage revealed a different story. The car was driving away, not towards the officers.
I missed a step. So the information that I got, the information that I saw led to that mistake.
Officer Roy Oliver was fired. His lawyer told a local paper she could not comment while the incident is under investigation. Also in the car that night, Jordan's 2 brothers.
When he sleeps in the dark, he sees his brother, and he sees his brother's murder.
Today, Jordan Edwards' parents picked out a burial plot for their son. Meantime, the district attorney is investigating why Officer Oliver fired his rifle at the car. Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Balk Springs, Texas.
And there was shock and outrage in Louisiana tonight after prosecutors officially announced there would be no federal charges in the deadly police shooting of a man during a struggle on the ground that was caught on camera. But the family of Alton Sterling says their fight for justice isn't over as they learn new details about the case. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has the latest.
Today, the official word from the Department of Justice was almost too much for the family of Alton Sterling to bear.
I just want justice to be served for him.
No federal civil rights charges against the 2 Baton Rouge police officers involved in his death, including Officer Blaine Salamone. Word of the decision leaked yesterday, and Sterling's aunt is furious she wasn't told first.
Salamone put that gun to his head and said, "I'm gonna kill you."
Last July, a 911 caller told police someone matching Sterling's description had pulled a gun outside a convenience store. The officers are seen wrestling him to the ground. The family says investigators today revealed more about what led up to the shooting.
He took his gun and put it to
Alton Sterling's head and said, "I'll kill you."
The U.S. attorney did not address that allegation in his public comments, but there's a higher bar to prove intent.
Insufficient evidence exists to charge either officer with a federal crime.
We're still suffering like it happened yesterday.
Overnight, peaceful protesters gathered where Sterling was killed.
The hardest part will be not to be able to see his face again, not to be able to hear his voice or get that phone call.
His teenage son disappointed with the Fed's decision, but hopeful that a newly opened state investigation might bring justice. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, Baton Rouge.
In Washington, it's vote by vote tonight in the battle to win support for the latest version of the Republican bill to replace Obamacare. With the president personally involved, 2 more Republicans said they would back the bill, but strong opposition remains. We get more from White House correspondent Kristen Welker.
Tonight, 2 Republican lawmakers may have revived the effort to overhaul health care reform. Representatives Fred Upton and Billy Long met with President Trump at the White House today to discuss what they hope will be a new breakthrough plan.
We've been working day and night.
The new amendment would provide $8 billion over 5 years to reduce payments for those living with pre-existing conditions. The move aimed at resolving concerns the initial bill wouldn't sufficiently cover pre-existing conditions. Can you say definitively that no one living with a pre-existing condition will pay more?
I think we've done everything we can.
But can you guarantee it?
With all due respect, to answer a question to say, can I guarantee something? But I can tell you that every single thing that the president has done does everything by every account to bend the cost curve down.
But tonight, fierce opposition from 2 powerful groups, the American Medical Association and AARP, saying the fix could actually increase prices.
This new change is like administering cough medicine to someone with stage 4 cancer.
All this uncertainty about health care rattling the insurance industry. Giant insurer Aetna announcing it won't sell Obamacare plans in Virginia next year, citing projected financial losses and the market's instability.
The president's whole agenda is at stake. It would be a huge setback if he didn't get this done in this first year.
Also tonight, President Trump met with Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas for the first time at the White House today. Mr. Trump saying a peace deal may not be as difficult as people have thought. That despite a conflict that dates back decades and has eluded at least 8 presidents before him. Lester.
Kristen Welker at the White House. Thanks. As more and more people take them, new questions tonight about the health benefits of vitamin D supplements. We're going to tell you about that. Also, the move by Facebook to try to deal with violent and other disturbing videos that have led to harsh criticism of the company. We'll be right back.
Are allergies holding you back? Break through your allergies. Try new Flonase Sensimist instead of allergy pills. It's more complete allergy relief and a gentle mist you may not even notice. Using unique Mist Pro technology, new Flonase Sensimist delivers a gentle mist to help block 6 key inflammatory substances that cause your symptoms. Most allergy pills only block 1, and 6 is greater than 1. Break through your allergies. New Flonase Sensimist.
Hey, Scout, what's eating you?
Please take some mosquitoes. Got any ideas?
Not all products work the same. Iona gives me Canine Advantix 2. It kills all 3 through contact. No biting required.
So they don't have to bite?
That's right. No biting required. Canine Advantix 2. Wise choice.
Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh Mesquite Turkey has no added nitrates, or artificial preservatives. Now it's good for us all. Like introverts, extroverts, and even Bert.
Man, you gotta try the sandwich.
Who's just overt. Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh.
So good.
Dry mouth can affect how your mouth feels and how you feel. Discover Act Dry Mouth, specially formulated to soothe and moisturize your mouth. And try new Act Dry Mouth Spray for relief when you need it.
There's a more enjoyable way to get your fiber. Try Phillips Fiber Good Gummies. They're delicious and a good source of fiber to help support regularity.
These are good. Nice work, Phillips.
Try Phillips Fiber Good Gummies.
Would you like to be a Publishers Clearinghouse winner next month? Wow! Get ready, because now you could win $2 million immediately, plus $10,000 a month for life, and a new car. It's the new Win It All prize, and it could be yours. $2 million, plus $10,000 a month for lifelong financial security, and a new car.
Oh, my goodness!
Watch your mail or go to PCH.com right now and enter. Don't miss out. June 30th, you could win it all.
If you were just waking up to this, let us tell you what we know.
Crews say they are not